What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Jay, and today we back with another episode of Demon Slayer, episode 4, called Thank You Tokito. Before we get started, I appreciate you guys for coming through. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you can, please drop a like, go ahead and comment, let me know something, subscribe, do all that good stuff. So without much further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so to kick things off where we left off last episode, Muichiro finds Kotetsu fighting a gigantic goldfish, demon, whatever it is. It honestly looks like a Magikarp on legs if we're keeping it 100. Muichiro goes ahead and saves Kotetsu's life, slices the demon up, but when Muichiro tells Kotetsu to get up out of there, he goes for it really quick, slices off the fish's head, and he thinks it's over, but then he suddenly realizes that it's not going to exorcise the demon. That realization is so shocking that it starts the title sequence. After the title sequence is over, Muichiro gets his wits back about him. He realizes that this Magikarp demon is not going down easy, but he notices the vase on its head. After he notices the vase on its head, he suddenly moves in and uses those smarts, and uses that Tokito brain of his. So when he realizes that, he's trying to figure out which demon created it. Before he can even figure that out, Kotetsu comes and thanks him and congratulates him for killing the demon and thanks him so much for saving him, says I'm sorry, all this and that. Kotetsu is just trying to apologize and say I'm sorry for calling you a seaweed head and talking all that mess about you, but Tokito is trying to get to business. He's trying to figure out what demon made this Magikarp and how he can exercise it. After Kotetsu thanks Muichiro and tells him he's sorry, he asks him for one more thing, and he says that Haganazuka has been working non-stop, day and night, working on these swords. So he needs some protection against these demons, and he needs to be saved. So Kotetsu is basically asking him to save Haganazuka, save the H-God. Now at first, Muichiro says no, he says he can't. Then all of a sudden, he gets a flashback from Kagaya saying that he hopes he'll find himself again. I guess this kind of jolts him because he has a sudden change of heart after that. Kagaya gives some low-key good advice. He says, as long as you're alive, everything will work out. I mean, I guess, but that's just funny advice to give. Stay alive and everything will work out. That's hilarious, actually. Apparently, Muichiro lost his memories, and we get to a flashback of him all bandaged up and banged up. So, a Tokito origin is coming soon. We already see it. We already know. If you read the manga, you already know what's going on. After Muichiro has his flashback and he realizes what he's got to do, literally he just picks up Kotetsu and just starts sprinting. Kotetsu's like, hey man, chill out, but Muichiro's on a mission. While he's running, he's definitely contemplating his place in all this, saying, what if people get hurt? What if there's innocent bystanders? But he ultimately gets that confidence boost and is like, nah, I can do this. I'm Muichiro Tokito. He says his whole name and everything. It's actually pretty inspiring as he runs off holding the sword. And honestly, he can just put the sword back in the sheath, but that's neither here nor there. It's just wild he ran this whole way with the sword out. So we fast forward to Tanjiro, and last time we left off, he was fighting one of the bird demons. Whichever one he's fighting though, he realizes that no matter how many times he splits it, they get weaker. So right now he's fighting like a couple heads. But the more heads he fights, the weaker their attacks are. He can pretty much stomach it now. So Tanjiro goes ahead and starts slicing these tiny mouths of eyes, and it makes it easier for him to bait the flying one. He's trying to hurry up and get back to Nezuko and Ginyu, but he loses track of the other part of the demon. But just as Tanjiro's looking around, he just gets sliced and diced by this bird, whatever the bird demon is. He's all Hantengu to me. I'm not even going to lie to you. So we're going to keep calling him Hantengu. He slices the bird Hantengu, or bird Hantengu slices him, I'll say. And it's not looking good for Tanjiro. He's getting sliced up. But on the last go round, I think it's the third or fourth slice, then Tanjiro gets a plan together, slices the demon's face, gets the upper hand on him. Alright, so Tanjiro finally gets the upper hand on the Joy demon. He's yellow, so we're going to go with the Joy one. And he tries to hit him with a Sonic Slash, but Tanjiro just slices his tongue out. After Tanjiro thinks he's got the upper hand on the demon, he realizes that he's got to get back to Nezuko and Ginyu because they're pretty much in trouble. They got 1, 2, 3 demons to work with? Yeah. While he realizes that Nezuko is busy working with the Pleasure Demon, the Sadness Demon, and the Anger Demon. I don't know their names, I just know their colors and emotions. Pleasure demon's green, anger demon's red, sadness demon's blue. Y'all know how this goes. Anyway, Nezuko's struggling with the pleasure demon. However, while Nezuko's struggling, the sorrow demon loses his concentration and Genya pulls out that blicky once again and blows his head off, which the sorrow demon doesn't even go down. He pulls out that trident and Genya supposedly bleeds out. So Genya plays his best play dead impression and the sorrow demon is actually sad about it. He's like, I guess he couldn't die with my spear still lodged in his body. I'm so sad. But it's actually kind of funny. So they're just sitting there waiting. Anger demon just sitting there mad. When all of a sudden, the red one the anger one tells Sorrow to finish off Genya, but he hears him praying. He's like, is that a prayer? All of a sudden, Genya goes in the attack again, but all of a sudden, anger comes out with that lightning again. Anger comes out with the lightning. Genya retorts with the blicky. After that, though, Genya proceeds to get his ass whooped again. Getting knocked through a door. Nezuko is still struggling. And actually, she gets done with all her struggling because she takes a horribly pedicured foot right through the chest. After Nezuko gets impaled, old Green Eyes is over there just like, hey, keep impaling her. Keep shocking her with your lightning. He's being brutal. Nezuko says, oh, you want to fight with the feet? All right, bet. So she literally kicks the demon's head backward. And then because he's squeezing her so hard, she starts bleeding, rips his arm off, makes him bleed some more. And Nezuko uses her blood demon art and kind of just burns him down. After Nezuko burns Green Eyes, then she takes Green Eyes' little green leaf and she smacks Blue Eyes away. After Nezuko blasts old Green Eyes out of the roof, she turns around trying to execute old Anger Red Eyes over there, but he gets the drop on her and he stabs her right in the throat and he shocks the crap out of her. Meanwhile, we cut back to Tanjiro still fighting the Joy Demon. He's realizing that he's not really getting anywhere fighting the demon on the ground, so he's going to try to get the demon in the air. He's really stressing trying to get back to his sister and Genya, but they got their hands full right now. They got it handled though. He got two demons out there. Plot twist, we know Genya's a demon because he healed. I mean, if you couldn't tell from him surviving being impaled, and he's constantly praying, and he lives, and he heals, I mean, come on, y'all. Context clues. Picking back up with Genya and Nezuko, the Sorrow Demon is about to finish off Genya when Genya starts standing back up. Now, the Sorrow Demon's getting a little shook, and he's like, what are you? Genya gets back up, starts doing his little hero rally, says he's going to kill him. We'll see about that, Genya. And all of a sudden, we cut back to Tanjiro. It's a lot of fast back and forth cuts in this episode, I noticed, because we go Tanjiro, Genya Nezuko, Tanjiro, Genya Nezuko. It's a good back and forth. Anyway, Tanjiro starts running for his life, starts trying to get away, and then boom, fools the Joy Demon, fools the Bird Demon, fools Big Bird over there, and dodges the attack, slices him through the foot, and he holds on for dear life. Now he's flying with the demon. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Tanjiro is really showing his ass in this episode. This is another reason why Tanjiro is up there as far as anime swordsman. The boy is smart. The boy got some brains on him. So Tanjiro outsmarts the Bird Demon, pins him to the wall, and then he's so strong that he stabs him through the wall, distracting the other demons. That's crazy. Like, you stabbed him in the air to make him fly, and then he goes back through the wall. So yeah, Tanjiro gets a dub on that one. So after Tanjiro goes ahead and just stabs old Big Bird through the wall, he sees Nezuko getting shot to death. He steps into action, uses Big Bird's foot to block the attack. They have that whole thing where they explain anime moves. And during this moment, Tanjiro realizes that he's got to slice the actual tattoo that's on their tongue. You can't just slice the head. You got to slice the tongue. That's where their little marks are. As Tanjiro is trying to help Nezuko, all Angry Eyes gets the upper hand on him. He tries to stab him in the back of the throat. But luckily, Nezuko comes in clutch. She uses her blood demon art, and she also stops the staff. Alas, it's a little too late because old Green Eyes is trying to come back in the fight and uses that OP fan. That fan is OP. He swings it down, and they go through the floor. Like, it's crazy. What an OP weapon. After Green Eyes swings that hoe like Shohei Ohtani, Tanjiro and Nezuko are knocked out. No pupils, no nothing. They are donezo. Looks like the demons win this round. Until we hear the bell and there is a cavalcade of Magikarp just coming in. All these purple Magikarp fish demons with legs and vases on their heads just coming through. I mean, they are cutting a swath through the Swordsman. Shout out to Comics Explained. They are cutting a swath through all these swordsmiths. It's crazy. As the homies, aka the swordsmiths, are getting cut down by all these fish, we cut to the crow saying, "Hurry up, hurry up." Who is the crow telling hurry up to? Our good old favorite Conroji. She comes running through and she said that she is on the way. So she realizes that she's got to get to the village fast. And on the way there, she's having such intense battle focus that it cuts off the episode. And that's where we're going to stop this time, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the video. Thank you for watching. We'll be back in a couple days with the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. I really appreciate y'all for watching. And I'll catch you all later. Peace.